Hello, how are you?
Welcome to all of you to a new broadcast of Vision News on the channel World Vision. Fernanda Ruiz and Alexander Reyes greet you this Wednesday, November 10th. Let's get started with the most relevant news.
Eva Luna, who is an actress, and Camilo, who is a singer, are going to become parents of their first child, and they are very happy they get along well. The artists announced the big news this Wednesday along with their new duet song called Indigo, which is what the new member of the Echeverría Montaner family will be called.
We're going to be parents.
Camilo wrote back on his social networks. He put up many videos and photos of the reactions of his family members upon receiving the news. The reactions that came back were crying, laughter, hugs, and a pouring of love with the news.
Now, on the celebrity gossip, what would you do if you made a song and it became controversial because of the problematic meaning of the video that you are giving to society? Would you apologize? This happened with the video of the new song by J Balvin where he was accused of misogyny and racism, causing him to apologize for the wrong message he created with his song. And now, how would you react if one day you were trying so hard to be a successful model, but today you are the most followed actress on Instagram in your country? Would you feel happy or would you feel confused by this unexpected success? Well, this happened with Hoya Young, who used to be a model and debuted as an actress last month and now has 20 million followers on Instagram, becoming the most followed actress in her country.
Now, we will introduce our partner Lisette Ruiz. We go with you.
Hello everyone, do you remember the Nintendo GameCube? Maybe you have memories of the game you used to play in this, but can you remember how GameCube used to work? First, you had to hook it up to a TV. Remember, turn the TV on. You had to introduce the game you want to play. To open it, you had to press the right button. To hook up the game controller, just hook it up here. Then, turn on the GameCube. To turn it on, you have to press the gray button. You need to use the TV to turn the volume up or turn it down. Do you know what to do if the GameCube freezes? Let me show you what to do. You just need to press this button. To turn off the GameCube, just press the gray button again. That's it for the GameCube to work properly.
With the program, our colleague Edrey Sandoval will give us recommendations about movies.
Hey, let me ask you something. Have you seen Cher yet? If you haven't seen it yet, what are you waiting for? It's one of those animated films for kids and adults. It is about an ogre who is trying to be happy until one day something bad happens. It takes place in a swamp and the kingdom for far, far away and Duroc. Mike Myers plays Cher. Cher wants to take back his swamp, which is invaded by fairy-tale characters. So he travels to Duloc and makes a deal with Lord Farquaad, played by John Lithgow. He says that he will help him if Cher rescues Princess Fiona from a tower that is guarded by a dragon. Cameron Diaz is in it. She plays Princess Fiona. Eddie Murphy is in too. He plays Donkey. He is with Cher all the time, and let me tell you, Donkey makes the adventure more fun. I recommend this movie because it's funny and the cartoon characters are just marvelous. You won't believe the ending.
Now, our colleague Pablo Solemos will talk to you about health and local news.
Hello, it is a pleasure to be here. Let's begin. World Health Organization says that cardiovascular diseases must be the leading cause of death globally. Why is that? Because they claim the lives of around 17.9 million people each year. Cardiovascular diseases could affect the blood vessels and heart. They can increase the risk of heart attack and stroke. The World Health Organization notes that a person is more likely to develop a cardiovascular disease if they smoke, are not physically active, eat a diet high in salt and low in fruits and vegetables, drink a lot of alcohol. These behaviors can lead to hypertension, high blood sugar levels, overweight, and obesity. A key way to reduce the risk of developing cardiovascular diseases is by reversing or reducing these risk factors. However, researchers are becoming increasingly aware and worried of the role that environmental factors also play in the risk of developing cardiovascular diseases. I know you could be thinking, that can be possible. Well, it is a reality. Stay tuned to know all the interesting updates of cardiovascular diseases, and remember, please take care of yourself. In other news, the municipality of La Unión Isodoro Montes de Oca Guerrero, about 25 kilometers east of Lázaro Cárdenas, Michoacán, was hit by Hurricane Rick at 5 a.m. this Monday. This was reported in a statement by the National Meteorological Service. The powerful storm registered maximum sustained strong winds of 165 km per hour, with gusts over 200 km per hour, and is heading very slowly towards the north. Authorities in Lázaro Cárdenas had opened emergency shelters for people who might want to live and stay safe. The state of Guerrero said heavy rains and wind had already knocked over some trees and badly damaged a road. In the next few hours, Rick will drop significant rain. This hurricane could produce flash floods and mudslides in the mountainous terrain of the coast.
We reached the end of our informative today.
Thank you very much for being with us and see you soon in the next program.
Bye!
Bye!